Hi, I'm Gino.
Hey, I'm Nathan.
And we live together.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Gino.
And we live together.
Yeah.
And the tower door is locked.
Hands are stopped at 5.
That's really important, I guess. Who cares?
Probably not. Don't worry about it.
I don't give a shit. So, now I need to go. I go.
So, you're going.
And I'm trying to find my daughter, and... So, one of the weird things about these games, I didn't really think about it at the time, but it's like, okay, I gotta find my daughter, and I'm going into this school, and, oh, here's a hand clutching an object. I need to go find some chemicals to pour on it.
Yeah. You just somehow know to do these things,
Yeah.
or...
It's just, like, no normal person would think about this stuff. It's just like...
Right.
Especially... Like, oh, it's locked. Especially later when there are even more ridiculous puzzles.
I mean, if we're talking about what a normal human being would do in this situation, you'd come into the school and notice that it's pretty much deserted except there are monsters, so... I mean, the monsters are already trying to attack you. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
They're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, so you would just start yelling for your daughter. Loudly. If there was a door that was locked, you would bang on it and call out to your daughter. If she doesn't respond, why even bother trying to unlock the door? I mean, but here you are, you just go to a door, it's locked. Or you go to a weird wall that has holes in it, and without saying anything, you just know, I need to find the discs that go into the wall here. So you gotta find the silver moon.
You know what? I have so much ammo.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna blast these motherfuckers. Oh, come on,
wow.
Man.
Nice. Wow.
Ah, damn, that worked out pretty good. Fuck him. So, yeah, Juice, you're fucking murdering me here. So I need to get to the basement, and all the doors are locked. Surprise. So...
I'm not surprised by that.
So, I go up. Yeah, maybe he's a writer, so he's a crazy person who would think to do all the shit. Oh, yeah, you can't leave. Cheryl might be here.
That's true. She might. She did... write in blood in her sketchbook to school or something like that.
It's like, that's not suspicious.
No. This is supposed to be like she was leaving a note for him and wrote to school as she was getting carried there, or did she think, I'm going to go to the school, I'll just leave a note here, and thought that writing to school was enough of a note? It's not.
Yeah. I don't know. It's bizarre.
Yes. Some of the puzzles in these games, like you mentioned, it talks about, or it's similar to those old adventure, like the point-and-click games. I was just thinking about playing the original King's Quest games. I've played 1 and 2. I played them, I think, sometime last year, so pretty recently. And, God... there is so much going on in those games that is not really sensical, or the first one I had to look up how to do certain parts because it's just so obscene. I mean, there are parts where you have to go into very specific screens because it's split up into different screens that you switch to, kind of like the old Zelda games. And certain screens... Well, oh.
Hey, it's a cat.
Just a cat. That's not alarming or anything. It's fine. Huh?
Cat's dead.
Alright. Nothing useful in there. Nothing inside. Is the cat spitting blood around in there? Or what was that? Is that rust?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, there's like a room that you have to walk into a bunch of times until a bird appears, and you have to know to use the jump command, which you don't use it anywhere else in the game. It never comes up, and you might not even know what button it is. The first one's got a lot of shit going on. Yeah. The second King's Quest game, I actually managed to 100% that without any help. I was honestly surprised, because there's, again, a lot of just bizarre shit going on. And the puzzles are just like, oh, you have these items, I hope you know how to use them. At one point, I believe it's the second one, yeah, where you get up to some area and there's like a snake and you have to throw a saddle onto it and it turns it into a horse because someone cast a spell on it. And you're just supposed to know that. And, I mean, I guess. The first game had... a lot of the puzzles were supposed to revolve around like old fairy tales and things like that, so that was supposed to be your only clue.
Fucking die.
Yeah. Wow. Like one of the puzzles that was beyond ridiculous that I don't think anyone figured out, that was notoriously bad in the first game, was it wasn't required for anything. It was just like a bonus to get like 100% completion or whatever. But there was like a guy who's like, hey, try to guess my name and I'll give you a thing. And it's like, oh, it's Rumpelstiltskin. I get it. And then you type that in and he's like, nope, it's not that. And it's like, oh, and you find somewhere else in someone else's house, there's like a note that just says something very vague, like, try thinking backwards. And that's about it. And you're like, what? And so if you try to spell Rumpelstiltskin but backwards, I think you get a message saying like, oh, that's close, but even that's still not correct. Actually, you have to, so you have to look at the alphabet and you have to count however many letters in each letter within Rumpelstiltskin is. So how many letters in is R and all that. Once you do that, then you have to flip the alphabet, and then you have to count in that many letters in the backwards alphabet. And so then you spell out his name using this backwards alphabet. And then I think you have to flip that backwards. And so his name is just this jumble of letters. And then it's like, cool, you did it. But again, there are no clues other than, number one, knowing the fairy tale about Rumpelstiltskin. And number two, the one incredibly vague, like, NES-style, poorly translated note. Except this is a game made in the US, so it was very intentionally written that way. So, yeah, I mean, shit like that is funny and quirky to think about, but when you're playing it at the time, it's probably really frustrating.
Yeah. So, while you're talking about that, I climbed down a ladder and came out the same place, but now it's scarier.
Oh, so you're in the scary version?
Yeah.
Of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So...
Did you melt any other hands?
No, what you gotta do is you get both of those little slabs and then turn the generator on and it changes the time. Ooh. There's a rubber ball. Take it.
Oh. Yeah. Headless doll.
Stuck to the wall. So... there's a very bizarre puzzle that's going to come up in a bit using that.
Love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
On the one hand, I like puzzles like that, but on the other, it's always one of those things where...
oh, it was just a bug.
Oh. It's
just unloaded like 5 bullets into
it. The puzzles are always more fun when you actually solve them and figure it out and you feel accomplished, but if it's something that you're working at, it's like, oh, I know this is a hard puzzle and I'm really trying, and then you end up just not being able to solve it. It just, it really ruins it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always a risk when you make puzzles like that it's just going to be shit and everyone will hate it.
This is a picture card.
Okay.
It's got
some boxes and a key on it.
Yeah, maybe think back to another image that had 3 boxes on it. It was the painting. It was the painting in the reception area.
I don't recall that. I was thinking about the 3 locks that were on that house door that you had to use to get out. Okay. Well, That's why you're playing the game and I'm not.
Yeah. It's locked.
Oh.
Yeah. So now everything is different, and all sorts of doors are now locked that they weren't before.
Okay.
That's good.
Do you have a map that shows the scary school, or is it just the same?
It's the same map.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Why did they build a Mirror World Scary School?
Well, you know.
They should have called it the Midwich Elementary Ghoul.
Oh.
Because it's scary. You get it?
Which? Mid bitch.
Oh my god, this is a bad word.
Yeah.
That's funny. Ooh. Midwich Elementary Ghoul. It's got the word witch and hell and ghoul. So you know it's scary.
That's true.
That's what they should have called it.
There's got to be something we can do with mid that's scary. Like big witch elementary school. Sick witch.
No.
Well,
on the next episode, we will have figured out how to make mid scary, and we'll lay that super scary name on you. But for right now, we don't know it. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And see you next time. Bye.
Bye.